Good morning, class. Last lecture we have started with the second unit, that is dynamic and functional modeling. We have discussed the basic idea about what is dynamic modeling means and why there is need to go for this dynamic modeling concept. So simply what we said is whatever the presentations you are going to do in that presentation, or whatever the project scenario you are considering, with reference to that project scenario, as soon as your inputs are fixed, there is no need to get worried. But if your input kind of a scenario get changed, what will be the next actions? That part you can be represented with only dynamic modelings. So to represent the dynamic model, we need to take consideration of various concepts. Like we need to understand what is event, what is the concept of state, then operations, then concurrency, then state diagrams that we will represent in simple diagram called as what state diagram. As after the state diagram, we can represent the nested state diagrams like this. Means entire dynamic behavior of your project related operations or project related activities you can represent with the help of the state diagram. And one more diagram is also there, that another notations we can take the help of data flow diagram also. And apart from this state diagram, we can represent it with scenario based applications in case of sequence diagram, or in case of collaboration diagram also. That part basically we are going to cover in this unit. So we have started with basic idea what is event. So what we say, simple definition about the event, it is nothing but something that happens at a point in a time. So with reference to the time, with respect to that specific time what is happen, we will simply call it as what event. Event is nothing but simply a one-way transmission of information from one object to another object. So event is something happen. That something happen will help us to move from one place to another place. We will call it as one transition. So simply if you are able to remember this, you can just check it out this. So what I am saying here, simply the simplest part to understand is here, transition, one state to another state. I'm just representing here state 1, state 2. Something happened at that moment. I will call it as what event. One event occurred. It means that maybe the possibility that I have moved from one state to another state. Moving from one state to another state, we are calling it as what? Transition. Remember this. So transition is, we use simple solid arrow to represent the transition or change of control from one state to another, like this, simple. And that specific arrow will be labeled with event for what it was caused. So we will call this condition as a transition, moving from one state to another state. Now what is state? As you said, how to represent the state? This is simple, a rectangle, we can say. This is the state notations. We use simple rounded rectangle. Add this word, rounded rectangle, to represent a state. So simply a state represent the condition or circumstances of an object of a class or that an instant of time. एका स्पेसिफिक टाइमला किंवा स्पेसिफिक कंडिशनला तुम्ही काय रिप्रेझेंट करताय तर त्याची स्टेट रिप्रेझेंट कशी करतोय आपण, we will use the rounded rectangle to represent the state. Transition means one, moving from one state to another state. What is event? Event is something that happen, may cause transition. We will call it as what? Event. Is this part clear? Now, next. Every event is a unique occurrences. Whatever the events will happen into the respect to the scenario or depending on the input will be considered as a unique, but we group them into event classes and give each event class a name to indicate common structure and behavior. We can have a collection of such all events which happen at that particular moment, and we will consider them as a event class. The time at which an event occurs is an implicit attribute of all the events. An event conveys information from one object to another object, or maybe another classifier you can see here. So this basically event, whenever happens, causes movements from one state to another state. It should be considered as a unique with respect to that particular time being. Also should be get identified with its unique characteristics, and also it has to means whatever the attributes happen, or whatever the what we can say conditions you are considering for transition because of that event will be recognized by some attributes, why this event is happen and what were the reasons that this particular event is happen, that you can able to find out. Then we have discussed the basic idea about the scenarios and event traces. So scenario, remember, scenario is nothing but is a sequence of events that occurs during one particular execution of system. The scope of scenario can vary. It may include all events in the system, or it may include only those events generated by certain objects in the system. It can be the historical record of executing a system, or thought experiments of executing a proposed. Yesterday I have given one simple example to understand the concept of scenarios. If you are remembering how to make a phone calls, just I have represented it. So simple, consider this one. Caller lifts the receiver, dial tone begins, caller dial digits, dial tone ends, caller dials digit. The numbers what you can give here 1 to 5. Then called phone begins ringing, ringing tone appears in the calling phone, called party answers, called phone stops ringing, ringing tone disappears in the calling phone, phones are connected, then called party hangs up, phones are disconnected, and caller hangs up. These are the simple events. These are nothing but simple events. I have represented these events in a proper sequence. I will call it as a scenario. And for what purpose you are representing it? You are representing it to make a phone call. So I am calling it as one scenarios for phone calls. I'll simply call it as one scenarios for making a phone call. Next part is one event trace. That part we have discussed also, but still I'll repeat this part. So the next step after writing the scenario is to identify the sender and receiver objects of each event. The sequence of event and the objects exchanging events are shown in event trace diagram. So what I'm trying to show here is I'll represent one diagram. In the diagram, which event is occurred at what time, or what is the sequence of their events. So to understand that, we must be able to identify that particular event, and to identify that event, the process we are calling as what? Event trace. And that can be represented in that diagram also. So the diagram shows each object as a vertical line and each event as horizontal arrow from sender to receiver object, if you could be able to see here. So this is what the simple event trace for phone calls. This is simple event trace for phone call. So now I want to represent it in one simple diagram, and to represent it in simple diagram, we can take the help of different scenarios like states. So what is state? A state specifies the response of an object to input events. Response is same for all the values within the same state and may different for values in different state. So simply remember, state is nothing but it is an abstraction of the attribute value and links of an object. State specifies the response of an object to input events. If you are remembering what I said to you, what is state? State, how to represent the state? A rounded rectangle is the simple notation to represent the state. What represents the state? It represents the condition or circumstances of an object of a class at the instance of time. I'll simply add here so that you can just check it out. Event. Next part I can show here, simple as a state. And how to represent the state, that part we can just check example here. What I'm saying, state, we used a rounded rectangle to represent the state. This is rounded rectangle to represent the state. State represents the condition, most important part. State represents the condition or circumstances of an object of a class at an instance of time. We will call it as what? State. Now, as per the characteristics, what we can say, state has a duration, means that particular event will happen, has some limitations. When event has, means when the state has started, what when it has ended, what is the total duration. So what we can say, state has a duration, simplest part. An event separates two states and a state step separates two events. Understand this? Event separates two states and state separates events, means might if I go with the reverse back, that event is again a different event, but state will be moved, means, or what we can say, whatever there is a change in the state, that change may be because of the events. So remember this. In defining states, we ignore those attributes that do not affect the behavior of objects. So simply focus on that particular events only. And collection of such states or the different states represented in one diagram, we will call it as one state diagram. Yesterday we have I just tried to show you a simple state diagram. It relates events and states. When an event is received, the next state depends on the current state as well as the event. A change of state caused by an event is called as a transition. So that is what the movement. The state diagram is a graph whose nodes are states and whose directed arcs are transitions labeled by the event names. If you are representing this, same transition of state from one place to another place. You can just check it out this. Now, this is one simple example, state diagram for phone calls that you can represent here. Then we have discussed condition. I have represented in one example yesterday. I have covered that is moving from one state to another state, but it has a having specific condition. That condition we have represented with this brackets. Then we have started with idea regarding the operations. So operations, when I says operations, simply remember it is nothing but collection of activities. Collection of activities, we are simply calling it as what? Operation. So an activity is an operation that makes time to complete it. Activity is associated with state. Notations used, if you are remembering, different activities or different operations are there, like entry operation, do operation, exit operation, and that will be represented within a state box. Add a diagram. I'm focusing at this moments on state chart diagram or simple state diagram also you can say, and I'll give sample state diagram. So what I want to show here, state, this is state 1, this is state 2, automatically state 2 is coming. And transition means what? Moving from one state to another state, we will call it as what? Transition. This is transition, but a simple arrow is there. Moving from one state to another state, we will call it as what? Transition. But that transition happens because of events, and what event was there, we have to give the name. So I will just call it as what? Event. This is event. So event causes transition from one state to another state. I have represented it. This is simple state diagram. Collection of such different states we will call as a state diagram. Now, with reference to the state, what you can able to represent, see here, if I right click here, we can able to add, these are the actions: entry action, do action, and exit actions. So let's see, uh, entry action, add do action, then add exit action. See, entry backslash entry action, do action. You can easily represent over here. This is what we call rounded rectangle. Yes, rounded rectangle is also there. We were discussing about the operations. Operation means nothing but what we simply say is that particular class or particular object, if I consider, or particular state I consider, with reference to state, what the actions you are going to take. That actions we simply represent in terms of an operations, like will be represented by this backward slash arrow. You can remember this. Do, this is a notation for particular activity. Nothing but I will simply call it as what? Operation. See here. And I'll represent one more simple example to understand you. See, this is one action. This is one activity. This is another activity. Start, card swap, waiting for pin is one condition, one state basically, sorry. After this state, if you enter the pin, you will move from one place to one state to another state. Pin verification will take place here. If it is correct, you will go for the next, or if not, pin will be rejected, waiting for pin. This activity will be done. So I can simply represent it. See here, I'll select this, add a diagram. Sorry. I'll add state diagram. I'll give the name ATM pin verification. What I will use here simple part just for the understanding purpose. I will take example of two states here, simple. The first state as waiting for pin as a one state. Second state I will take as pin verification as a second state. This is simple static part, but when we start action or when we start some kind of an operation, so it will be starting with simple as usual initial state. So this is what my start, this is what my final state. Understand the difference notations. This is start. Just for understanding, I will add one more part here as a note. These are the dog-eared rectangle is a notation used to represent the nodes in UML. This is start state. This is end state. And I will use simple link. No relation, just for understanding purpose. This is end. Okay. This is start. I have represented. So what you will do the first, you will swap the card. So that is called as what? Transition. Start state to the waiting for pin. This is a first event, and the event name I will give simply as swap card. Swap ATM card. Swap, or maybe depending on bank, we can say insert ATM card. This is the event. This event, the start state to waiting for pin. State transition done by an event. What is an event? That happened at a something particular moment. What is that? Either swap or insert a ATM card. As soon as this happens, you will move from one start state to the waiting for pin. Is this correct? Okay. Now waiting for pin to the pin verifications. Again, maybe because of transitions. So this is one transition that I can represent, and one more transition I can represent in a reverse order. So that becomes is in single operations. Just for understanding, I am dividing it into the two parts. See here. So this is event. Now waiting for pin to the pin verification. When you will move from this to this place, or when there will be a state transition, so there will be a trace transition when you entered the pin. So I will give the name here, enter pin. As soon as user enters the pin, waiting for pin to the next moment, pin verification will take place. Now, pin verification, whatever the data you have entered and whatever the data stored at the end, that is what we can say database, that all verification will take place. And if you entered the correct pin, the information will be displayed on the screen by ending that particular transition. So we can say like this: when pin authentication is done. So I will call it as a simply pin authentication. I'll simply call it as one pin authentication. You can just check it out this. And end of this activity is what user is identified. So I will say simply this end activity represents nothing but user is identified and means will be allowed in to go for the further transactions. So I'll simply add here as a part as a one event, that is self transition event here, user identified. I'll call it as a simple user identified. This end activity means will be allowed it to go for the next transaction. काय असू शकतं नेक्स्ट ट्रान्झॅक्शन? मग मे बी त्याला फक्त बॅलन्स चेक करायचं असेल, he may be interested only to check the balance, or he may be interested to withdraw or to perform some other transaction. It will be possible only when the pin verification has been done. Now next, pin verification to waiting for pin again if pin is rejected or means invalid, means wrong pin has been entered. So I'll say that if wrong pin has been entered by the user, pin verification fails, again the message is coming back, that is transition will be from pin verification to waiting for pin if wrong input has been given. Now this will be allowed in, this will be allowed in only for how many attempts? That will be decided by some conditions. For example, we can say in a day you will be allowed it to have maximum 3 entries for entering the pin. So that condition we will call as a simply guard condition, and in diagram you can represent it here as a simply if attempt is less than or equals to 3. If attempts is greater than 3, you will directly go to the end state. I can have one more end state here, and that I will call as a simple condition if attempt greater than 3, directly end, will not be allowed it to go for the next state if attempts is greater than 3. Getting what I have represented here? Yes, any doubt, any question there? I just tried to represent one state diagram for ATM pin verification. Okay, I can add one condition also here, enter pin. So that pin should be with the conditions, what we can say, how many digits there? Max 4 digits. And if you entered only 3, no, na, it will not consider. So you have to enter 4-digit pin. 4-digit pin. I can add one more condition here, enter pin, but that pin should be 4-digit pin. Waiting for pin again. How much time it should wait? It has a particular time limit over there. So I will consider as a self transaction, and the time limit I will represent it here. The screen will be active only up to 15 seconds. So I'm calling it as a guard condition 15 second, like that. So I'll just take this diagram out of this. You can just go to this file option and say export diagram. ATM field verification state diagram, and save it. Okay. I'll just show you. This is what the diagram. I'll share it on our group so that you can just take sample of it. Okay. Now similar to this, if you have any doubt, please let me know. I have represented simple way to draw the state diagram. Is the concept clear? Yes. Reply something yes, no. Yes, reply something. I have just represented one simple diagram. Is this part clear to you? No response. Good. So this is one operation part we have discussed. Now with reference to this, we can talk about the pop-up menus options required for the action. Now we need to discuss about the operations inside the state. So let's continue with the same example. Waiting for pin. So what is the entry action for this? I will add entry action here. Entry action is swap ATM card. What will be the do activity for this, or do action for this? Add do action. Do action, I will say enter four digits. Enter four digits. And exit action here. Add exit action. Exit action will be here. Click or submit. Simply just for understanding, click on submit option. So this is with reference to an activity or a state. Submit. Again with pin verification, what an actions you will be there? Add entry actions. First entry action will be select 4 digits. Do action will be verify pin, and exit action here, two exit action will be there, either directly stop or will be going for the next transaction depending. So I will add here two exit actions here. So for next state, that is check balance, show balance, when user is identified. Or one more exit action I can add here, exit action, that is end directly if number of attempts is greater than 3. This is what the simplest way that you can use to represent the state diagram. See, state 1 to the state 2 event having some attributes, conditions, then actions. Actions you can represent here simply user entered, and this is what the action you can represent here. So next part is one concurrency. Now concurrency event means one, the events which happens at particular same time, and that can be represented with simplest notations. We can call it as what? Aggregation. Now to represent the aggregation, we have two options over join and fork. We can use either join or fork to represent the concurrency operations. So see here, so that you can easily identify it. Fork. Now what is meaning of this fork? We use a rounded solid rectangle bar to represent a fork notation with an incoming arrow from the parent state and outgoing arrow towards the newly created state. We use the fork notation to represent a state splitting into or more concurrent state. म्हणजे असे काही इव्हेंट्स आहेत जे एकाच वेळी, ज्याला आपण म्हणू शकतो सिंपल पॅरलल मध्ये घडतील, पण त्यांचं प्रेझेंटेशन टोटली डिफरंट असेल, पण ते ऍट अ टाइम घडतील. त्या इव्हेंट आपण कशाने रिप्रेझेंट करतो? सिंपल फोर्क. याच्यामध्ये आता कंडिशन एकच आहे की या दोन्हीचाही पॅरेंट क्लास एकच आहे. एकाच पॅरेंट क्लासच्या दोन वेगवेगळ्या इव्हेंट्स ऍट अ टाइम जर रिप्रेझेंट करायचे असतील तर आपण काय यूज करणार आहोत? फोर्क. वी विल सिम्पली रिप्रेझेंट इट विथ अ फोर्क. अँड एक्झॅक्टली रिव्हर्स, ज्यावेळेस दोन वेगवेगळ्या स्टेट्स मध्ये सेम गोष्ट होत असेल but that happens in a parallel, we can combine their actions together. We will call it as what? Simply join operations. So this is what the join operation that we can represent over here. So I'll take simple this part. So that you can easily remember this. This is I'm calling as a fork, and exactly reverse of the same I'm calling as a join. This is what join. You can just check this. This is what I'm saying as a fork option. See here. State A as a parent state, and some events happen, but that events happen in a concurrent state. Concurrent means एकाच मोमेंटला पण दोन किंवा दोनपेक्षा जास्त वेगवेगळे इव्हेंट्स जर होत असतील तर ते रिप्रेझेंट करण्यासाठी आपण काय वापरतोय? फोर्क. दिस इज जॉईन. बघा इथं तुम्हाला लक्षात येईल, इथं एक्झॅक्टली एकच इनपुट आहे पण आउटपुट एकापेक्षा जास्त आहे. हे झालं तुमचं फोर्क. आणि जॉईन म्हणजे काय आहे? इथं एकापेक्षा जास्त इनपुट आहेत. यू विल गेट हिअर मोर दॅन वन इनपुट बट आउटपुट विल बी एक्झॅक्टली वन. त्यावेळेस आपण काय म्हणणार आहोत? जॉईन. रिमेंबर दिस. इट्स अ सिम्पल एक्झाम्पल we can understand in terms of nested state diagrams. That the simple example is car. If we consider example of a car, if I is able to start the car, काय होतं कार स्टार्ट करतोय आपण त्यावेळेस बघा. If I am starting with the car, what it is going to happen? What are the different actions you can able to check it? I'll add one more activity diagram. I'll give car represented as starting of a car. Start. Simple. Logical view. Add a diagram. Select the diagram. Activity diagram. Car starting. Simply. So initial state, I will say. Simply in this example, I can consider here action state. Simply first activity. Sorry, I have added activity diagram. Unfortunately, delete from the model. Logical view. Add a diagram and select state chart diagram. Give the name car starting. You can say simple a car. This is car. Now with reference to the car, we are running with so many parallel activities when we are starting with the reference to the car. So the first condition with reference to the car is what? It's ignition. Engine आपण start करतोय. So ignition. Then at the same time we need to worry about the transition starting from source to destination. एका पर्टिक्युलर मूवमेंट पासून तुम्हाला जिथे जायचं आहे तुमच्या डेस्टिनेशनला तुम्हाला ती मदत करणार आहे. सो ट्रान्समिशन. I can talk about transmission. Next, again, to control the speed or based on a situation, we can use brakes. Then गाडीचं स्पीड आपल्याला कमी जास्त करायचं आहे. So we can take the help of accelerator. You can take the help of accelerator. एका कार मध्ये ह्या ऍट अ टाइम सगळ्या गोष्टी घडतायत. बरोबर. कार एकच आहे पण ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही कार स्टार्ट करताय, सो व्हेन इनिशियल स्टेट event is you have entered the key whatever, You are starting the car, starting car, engine on, ignitions. So basically, you are trying to starting a car. त्याच्यामध्ये ऍक्शन काय असू शकते? गार्ड कंडिशन, की करेक्ट की यू आर हॅव्हिंग, की जर प्रॉपर असेल आणि की स्टार्ट म्हणजे तुम्ही गाडी काय करताय, स्टार्ट करायचा प्रयत्न करताय, स्टार्टिंग अ कार. कार मे रन विथ दिस पॅरलल ऑपरेशन्स. दिस इज कॉन्करंट ऍक्शन्स, कंटिन्युअस पॅरलल मुवमेंट्स या सगळ्या चालू असणार आहेत. गाडी ज्यावेळेस चालू आहे त्यावेळेस त्याचं इंजिन चालू आहे म्हणजे इग्निशन इज गोइंग ऑन, ट्रान्समिशन पण चालू आहे त्याचं, दॅट इज मुव्हिंग फ्रॉम वन स्टेट टू अनदर स्टेट. तुम्ही त्याचे ब्रेक्स पण ऑपरेट करताय, गाडीचं स्पीड पण तुम्ही कमी जास्त करताय. म्हणजे ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी कशा होणार आहेत? तुमच्या पॅरलल होणार आहेत. दिस ऑल द थिंग्स विल हॅपन इन पॅरलल सिनॅरो. मग ह्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला वापरायचं आहे सिंक्रोनायझेशनचा कन्सेप्ट. मग सिंक्रोनायझेशनचा कन्सेप्ट वापरताना आपण कशा पद्धतीने वापरतोय? आयदर वी कॅन यूज ॲज अ जॉईन ऑपरेशन ऑर वी कॅन यूज ॲज अ फोर्क ऑपरेशन. कधी सांगितलं मी तुम्हाला जॉईन ऑपरेशन बघायचं आणि कधी फोर्क? जस्ट चेक दिस. दिस इज जॉईन. This is what join and this is what the fork. So exactly one state but having parallel other states. So here in our application we will use fork. So I'll consider this here as a fork. Now consider the first state as an input part. This is what I am calling as a up to center. This. Now there will be the different parallel events. So I'll consider this center of this point to this as a transition movements to represent the situations. See here, transitional, this is brakes, accelerator, one part, correct. This as a second part, this as a third part, this as a fourth part. So these are the different activities running in parallel. I'm using here a simple join operation. This is fork operation, sorry. So one exactly one input, but you will have more than one output. We will call it as what? Simple fork operations. आणि ह्याची रिव्हर्स केस म्हणजे काय असेल तुमचं जॉईन ऑपरेशन्स. Is this clear? I'll take this simple, export the diagram. Car starting, fork operation, car starting operation, concurrent operation. I remember this is a concurrent operation. Just it represents. You can just check it out. This again, different events, different conditions will be over there. So if we go with the specific condition at this moment, if I concentrate on ignition, how actually the ignition of car takes place. Let's take one more example here. Add a diagram. I will add state chart diagram. Car ignition system. How it works, that part we will discuss. Car ignition system, initial state, then the next state I can represent here, or inside that you can have different submachine states also. So I'll simply represent that ignition as ignition, we can say simple off first initial condition. Second condition I can say starting. Starting. Next possible state I can represent as ignition already started, so that is on. So I can represent it in simple point, the submersion state. If you want to represent, these are the some parallel activities. You can represent either with submachine also. So initial stated engine, I will say engine off. Engine off, it is starting, and engine on. For understanding, I just want to move from one state to another state. So here, the condition you can add over here as a transition from this to this. At what condition? Event will be one, turn key, to turn key to start. As soon as you turn the key to start, engine off will be starting from off to starting position. And next, if you continue with the same sequence or same scenario, engine will be starting. So we can say released key. The event is release the key. But the condition will be from starting to on. And if I take a reverse scenario, turn key off simply. I will call it as a turn key off. Engine will be off. Provided the conditions, again different conditions will be here. Conditions is in what we can say guard condition. The car may be neutral. Position of the car is expected to be neutral. Then you can turn key to start the car. So engine off to the starting movements. Then starting to and on. Again, the provided the conditions. You are starting with this scenario, moving from on, off. Then the parallel actions will be taken. Again, final state you can represent over here. So this is ignition system. Car ignition system. I can take this outside, export the diagram. Car ignition system, take diagram. Save this. Again, the different points are also there. After on, add entry action, add do action, and add exit actions. So entry actions, you can just check here, entry actions, entry action, key corrected, correct key, we can say, proper key rather, I can say, proper key inserted, do action, part, next part. हे आपण आता रिप्रेझेंट केला होता मुवमेंट्स मध्ये. What was that? If you are remembering. If it is start, you can start with either transmission, that is do action. You can add here transmission. Then add do action. Brake must be allowed at you. Add do actions, accelerate. You can able to perform the acceleration, exit operation, turn key off. So you can consider here stop car, stop engine simply. This is exit operations. In this way, you can represent state diagrams, car ignition system, state diagram. So this, yes. That part I will able to share here. So this is aggregation and it's a concurrent state diagram that we can able to represent. Concurrent means simply remember which happens in a parallel situations. Based on the parallel situations, how you are going to perform this. We will consider this as a aggregation and it's a concurrent state diagram. Now see, this is state of car transmission with generalizations. This is car transmission scenario. It is talking about the gear positions. So this also we can represent. This is accelerator. This is brake. This is simple aggregation and it's a concurrent state diagram. एकाच ह्याच्यामध्ये आपण दाखवतोय. You can take example of this. This is transmission. This is ignition. Transmission. This is brake and accelerator that you can represent over here. Now the next part, advanced dynamic modeling concepts. But before that, you try to complete these two diagrams from your side. Give your attendance first, and then we will start. We'll go with remaining part. Roll number one. Roll number one,
Present.
two,
Present, sir.
three, four,
For present, sir.
five,
Present, sir.
six, seven,
Seven present, sir.
eight,
Present.
nine,
Nine present, sir.
10,
10 present, sir.
11,
Present, sir.
12,
Present, sir.
13,
Present, sir.
14,
Present, sir.
15, 16,
Present, sir.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Present, sir.
22,
Present, sir.
23,
Present, sir.
24,
Yes, sir.
25,
Present, sir.
26, 27, 28,
28 present, sir.
29,
Yes, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31, 32,
Present, sir.
33, 34, 35, 36,
36 present, sir.
37,
Present, sir.
38,
Present, sir.
39, 39, 40,
40 present, sir.
41, 42,
42 present, sir.
43,
43 present, sir.
44, 44, 45, 46,
Yes, sir.
47,
Yes, sir.
48,
Present, sir.
49,
Present, sir. 49.
50, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54,
54 present, sir.
55, 56, 57, 58,
58 present, sir.
58 present, okay. 59, 60, 61,
61 present, sir.
62, 62, 63,
Present, sir. 63.
64,
Present, sir.
65, 65, 66, 67,
Present, sir.
68,
Present, sir.
69,
Present, sir.
70, 'any present number? If unfortunately
Sir,
I'm not
number
here,
15.
number 15. Okay,
Sir, 34.
34. Okay, any other number?
Sir, 26. Present.
Present. We have seen the aggregation. It's a concurrent diagram that we can represent in the state diagram. Simple
26,
example.
sir.
Sorry, number? Yes, you talk about some number. Then we have discussed about the aggregation and it's a concurrent state diagram. Simple, remember the parallel actions you can represent. To represent the parallel actions, that is concurrent activity in UML, we can take LFOC simplest part called as either as a join or as a fork. Join means exactly one output and fork means you can have simple more than one outputs. We will call it as a simply fork options over here. So remember this is a join and fork that we can represent in terms of aggregation and it's a concurrent. आणि हा कन्सेप्ट लक्षात ठेवायसाठी एक्झाम्पल काय सांगितलं मी हाऊ टू रिमेंबर दिस एक्झाम्पल कन्सिडर अ कार in car so many parallel activities are going there on continuously. One as an ignition, engine start or stop, then transmission, that is moving from one to another, then brakes, continuously braking operations, that speeding or down up or up the car with the help of accelerator. So that continuous activities are going in, that we can represent in terms of aggregation, and it's a concurrence. Next, we can talk about the advanced dynamic modeling concept, that is depending on the entry and exit operations, internal actions, automatic transitions, sending events, synchronization of concurrent activities. So with reference to that, what will happen, how the scenario is moving from one state to another state. But before going for this, whatever the parts I have shown to you, this remaining half an hour you can utilize it to complete the diagrams. काय करायचंय तुम्हाला या सगळ्यासाठी तुम्हाला ऍक्टिव्हिटी डायग्राम सॉरी the state chart diagrams you need to complete by using the
Hello, sir.
yes,
Sir, 59.
sorry,
59, sir.
59.
Sir, roll number 19.
Okay, I corrected, no problem. Okay, I'm just giving one task to you. I'm just giving one task to you. What do you want to do? The remaining time you have to utilize. I hope you have done the installation with Star UML. Star UML, if you have done the installation with Star UML, complete next activity is the complete state chart diagram for car and complete the state chart diagram for ATM application. All of you note down the problem statement. Draw the state diagram for telephone answering machine. Machine should answer after 5 rings. If the telephone is answered before 5 rings, machine should do nothing. I'll repeat. Draw the state diagram for telephone answering machine. Draw the state diagram for telephone answering machine. Machine should answer after 5 rings. Machine should answer after 5 rings. If the telephone is answered before 5 rings, machine should do nothing. So this is the task for the remaining hour. You have to complete this activity and upload same on link. I'll share the link.